This topic is about when a positive person and a negative person interact. The dynamic often depends on how each handles the other's mindset. In life, we often meet two kinds of people: those who see the bright side in every situation and those who focus on the darker side. When a positive person and a negative person interact, their mindset collide, creating an interesting dynamic. Sometimes positivity uplifts and inspires, while other times the negativity challenges and drains the energy. Understanding how these interactions play out helps us see the balance between optimism and pessimism. In life, we often meet two kinds of people: those who see the bright side of every situation and those who focus on the darker side. When positive person and a negative person interact, their mindsets collide, creating an interesting dynamic. Sometimes the positivity uplifts and inspires, while other times the negativity challenges and drains the energy. Understanding how these interactions play out helps us see the balance between optimism and pessimism, and how our attitude can influence the people around us. Here's a detailed list for common behaviors of optimistic people. 1. Focus on solutions and problems. Optimistic people approach challenges by asking, "How can I solve this?" instead of dwelling on obstacles. They see setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. 2. Positive self-talk. They encourage themselves with thoughts like, "I can handle this," or "I'll do my best," which builds confidence and reduces stress. 3. Resilience in the face of failure. Optimism bounces back from setbacks quickly. They view failures as temporary and use them as lessons to improve rather than reasons to give up. 4. Gratitude and appreciation. They regularly acknowledge what's good in their lives, which reinforces positivity and helps maintain a hopeful outlook. 5. Proactive attitude. Instead of waiting for things to happen, optimistic people take action to improve situations, believing their effort can make a difference. 6. Encouraging others. They often uplift people around them, offering support, motivations, and constructive feedback. 7. Open to new opportunities. Optimists are willing to take risks and try new things because they focus on potential benefits rather than possible failures. What is optimism? Key points about optimism. It focuses on possibilities rather than limitations. Optimistic people see setbacks as temporary, not permanent. It encourages resilience, problem solving, and motivations. It often improves mental and physical well-being. The optimists focus on possibilities rather than limitations. An optimistic mindset looks at what can be done instead of what cannot be done. Rather than getting stuck on barriers, an optimist searches for opportunities hidden within challenges. For example, if a project doesn't go as planned, a negative person might say, "It's failed. We can't fix it." While an optimist will think, "What can we learn from this? How can we adjust to make it work?" By focusing on possibilities, optimism opens the door to creativity, solutions, and progress, while limitations only close those doors and hold us back. Optimism encourages people to see opportunities in every situation, even when circumstances seem difficult. Instead of concentrating on obstacles or reasons something might fail, an optimistic person asks, "What can I do to make this work?" or "What can I learn from these challenges?" This perspective shifts attention from what is missing or impossible to what can be achieved. By focusing on impossibilities, optimism fosters creativity, motivates actions, and inspires people, helping individuals take steps forward rather than feeling stuck. Optimism gives people the strength to bounce back from setbacks rather than giving up when things go wrong. By focusing on positive outcomes, it encourages resilience, allowing individuals to recover quickly from failures. It also foils problem solving because an optimistic mindset looks for solutions instead of dwelling on obstacles. Finally, optimism boosts motivation, inspiring people to take actions, keep trying, and pursue their goals even when the path is challenging. In this way, optimism becomes a driving force that transforms difficulties into opportunities for growth. Optimism not only shapes the way we think, but also has a positive impact on our overall health. Mentally optimistic people tend to experience less stress, anxiety, and depression because they focus on solutions and maintain hope even in difficult situations. Physically, studies show that optimism can strengthen the immune system, lower the risk of heart disease, and promote faster recovery from illness or injury. By maintaining a hopeful and positive outlook, optimism helps individuals feel more energetic, balanced, and capable of handling life's challenges. The second type of person, pessimism. Pessimism is the tendency to focus on the negative side of situations and expect unfavorable outcomes. Unlike optimism, pessimism highlights limitations, problems, and potential failure rather than possibilities and solutions. The pessimist often sees challenges as insurmountable obstacles and that may think, this will never work or things always go wrong for me. Pessimism can affect both mental and physical well-being. Mentally, it can increase stress, anxiety, and feelings of helplessness. Physically, chronic pessimism is linked to higher blood pressure, weakened immunity, and slower recovery from illness. It can also reduce motivations, making it harder to take action or find creative solutions. In short, while pessimism can sometimes help identity risks, an excessive focus on the negative can hold people back, limit growth, and create unnecessary worry. Some of the behavior pessimism has. A person who always expects the worst tends to assume that negative outcomes are inevitable, even when there is no clear evidence. This mindset leads them to anticipate failure, disappointment, or problems before they even happen. For example, before a simple presentation, a pessimistic person might think, I'll probably forget everything and embarrass myself. Rather than preparing with confidence, constantly expecting the worst can create unnecessary stress and anxiety, make decision-making harder, and prevent them from taking chances that could lead to success. Over time, this outlook can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. A fear of failure may cause them to underperform or avoid opportunities altogether. Focusing on problem instead of solution. A pessimistic person tends to concentrate on obstacles rather than thinking about ways to overcome them. Instead of brainstorming strategies to complete work efficiently, this focus on problems can cause progress, create frustrations, and make it harder for others to stay motivated. Complaining or criticizing frequently. Pessimists often point out what's wrong in every situation, whether it's a plan, a decision, or even someone else's ideas. Constant criticism like, this will never work, can bring down the morale of a group and create negative environment. Instead of a construction feedback, they focus on highlighting failures or flaws. Avoiding risks or new opportunities. Fear of failure often leads pessimistic people to avoid trying new things. For example, they might decline a promotion, a new projects, or a chance to learn a skill because they assume it will fail. By avoiding opportunities, they limit personal growth and miss chances for success. Dwelling on past failures, pessimists often play mistakes or failures in their minds, believing that past setbacks determine future outcomes. For instance, someone who didn't succeed in a previous job might think, I failed before, so I'll fail again, Instead of learning from the experience, this mindset prevents them from moving forward confidently. Negative self-talk. Pessimistic individuals frequently put themselves down through self-critical thoughts, saying things like, "I'm not good enough," or "nothing ever goes my way." This kind of internal dialogue erodes self-confidence, lowers motivations, and reinforces a cycle of negativity that affects both mental health and behavior. Here's a set of practical advice for staying optimistic and cultivating a positive mindset. 1. Focus on solutions, not problems. 2. Practice gratitude. Take each time day to reflect on things you're thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already good in your life, reinforcing a positive outlook. 3. Surround yourself with positive people. Your mindset is influenced by the people around you. Spending time with optimistic, supportive individuals can boost your own positivity and energy. 4. Reframe negative thoughts. When negative thoughts arise, challenge them and reframe them in a constructive way. 5. Celebrate small victories. Recognize and celebrate even minor achievements. This builds confidence and reinforces the belief that progress is possible no matter how small. 6. Take care of your mental and physical health. Regular exercise, proper sleep, healthy nutrition, and relaxation techniques improve mood and resilience, making it easier to stay optimistic even in stressful times. 7th, learn from setbacks. Instead of seeing failures as the end, treat them as lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This approach turns obstacles into growth opportunities. Here's a set of practical advice for managing pessimism and shifting towards a more balanced or optimistic mindset. 1. Challenge negative thoughts. When you notice yourself expecting the worst, pause and ask, is this thought really true? Is there another way to see these situations? Reframing negative assumptions can reduce stress and open new possibilities. 2. Focus on solutions, not just problems. Instead of dwelling on obstacles, ask yourself, what steps can I take to improve the situation? Taking action, even small steps, helps move from helplessness to empowerment. 3. Limit exposures to negativity. Avoid spending too much time with overly critical and negative people, news, or media that reinforce pessimistic thinking. Surround yourself with positive influences that inspire hope and motivation. 4. Practice gratitude. Reflect on things you are thankful for each day. This simple habit shifts attentions from what's going wrong to what's going right, gradually reducing a pessimistic outlook. 5. Set realistic goals. Break tasks or challenges into small, achievable steps. Success in these small goals helps build confidence and counters the feeling that failure is inevitable. Learn from setbacks. Instead of seeing failures as proof of inevitable negativity, view them as lessons. What can I learn from this and how can I do better next time? 7. Take care of mental and physical health. Exercise, sleep, and relaxation techniques can reduce anxiety and improve mood, making it easier to think more positively and realistically. The way we perceive the world, whether through optimism or pessimism, shapes our thoughts, actions, and overall well-being. Optimistic individuals focus on possibilities, embrace challenges, and maintain hope, which fosters resilience, motivation, and growth. While pessimistic individuals, on the other hand, often dwell on problems and expect negative outcomes, which can limit opportunities and increases stress. By understanding this mindset, we can make conscious choices to cultivate optimism, learn from setbacks, and create a more positive fulfilling life. Ultimately, adopting an optimistic outlook doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties. It means facing them with hope, courage, and the belief that we can grow through every challenge.